Doing a quick sound check. Let's see how we're going. Testing. How's the sound, guys? We're good? Okay. Can you let me know? Can you hear me, please? Leo, just checking that. Okay, no, I keep seeing that it's on. Okay, cool. YouTube is good to go. TikTok. Let me know, average bot. Can you hear me? TikTok good to go. Cool. Hey, welcome to the level 2 algebra, whatever you want to call this. So today I've got 5 questions. So this is basically 5 questions. The usual, you know, we always do this. We do like a few achieved, few merits, and the excellence question. So this is based off 2024 question 1 parallel paper. So all I've done is like just regenerated question 1 from 2024 with different types of questions. So these are the 5 questions we're going to be going through today. We've got question A, which is an achieved, and then we've got question B, which is your basic discriminant one. Another achieved, then write as a single fraction. It's question C, and then question D is coming up with a polynomial equation, which will be a merit question. And then the last one is, it took ChatGPT quite a bit of time to come up with this question, but this is the final question for the night. And I've honestly, to be honest, I got no idea how to start it, but it should be fun when we get to the excellence question at the end. Sorry guys, I mean, every now and then I just put that question up there, Bob. Honestly, I put the question up in ChatGPT just to see what it'll come up with, and it came up with this, and I'm like, oh man, this is pretty much the same idea as the previous one. But you know what? We'll give it a go. We'll try and figure out how to make it work. I'm sure there should be some shortcuts. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna start off with the first question here. Nah, average bot, don't skip that. I'll show you how to get some easy grades with that. So we start with question 1. Nice and simple one to start off the session with. Nice achieved question. I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes to try and do this, and then I'll go through the question. Average bot, I think it's level 2 NJ Dysart. This is level 2 algebra. I think average bot in some schools you're allowed to leave early. Nice try, Ziki. Nice try. Folks, I'm going to give you another couple of minutes just to try and do this, all right? So, not even a couple of minutes, just 1 minute. Just try and do it. I'll go through the answer at 8:06:30. Mohammed, have a look at the purple lines. Those are the level 3 ones down at the bottom corner. Otherwise, just jump on my socials and you can see when my tutorials are. Cassin, the September giveaway will be at the end of September, but I'm actually thinking about doing a crazy, like a TikTok one, because I'm starting to get a little bit more confident streaming on TikTok, and I think we should probably do a t-shirt giveaway there. I just need to figure out how to get your guys' addresses and things like that. All right, so I think I'm ready to go through this now. Calamatics, I did see your questions. I've gotta be honest, I might have to hold off on that just because I don't know if that's I don't know where you got that question from, and I don't know if it's a mock question, because I don't want to go through mock questions when some of them haven't set the mocks yet, because it's it'll be unfair for those people. But anyway, look, let's go through this question here. So one shortcut, and I love doing shortcuts, right? Because it's like, why not? So here's a shortcut for this question for those of you guys that are wondering how to do it real quickly. In your calculator, what you could do is you could actually go into graphs, because all they're asking in this question is that they've got a quadratic and they want you to write it in vertex form. That's pretty much the idea. So if you go into the graph mode of the calculator, type in the graph, what is it, x squared minus, so we're going to go x squared minus 6x plus 2. And then I'm just going to draw it. It's a terrible view window. Let me just change the window, initial. Okay, so there's my parabola right there. Now, all I need to do is write it in vertex form. Now, vertex form, I just got to figure out where the vertex is. So I can click on GSolve. In this case, the vertex would be the minimum. But I think I just want to check root, max, minimum, y-intercept, intersect. Let's go minimum. All right, so there we go. We got 3 and -7. So when we have 3 and -7, basically, we've got this graph here that looks like this, where this point is 3 and -7. And if you remember, if this is in vertex form, you would just write this as x minus 3 squared minus 7. And that's pretty much the answer for this question. But the thing is, I can't remember. I just need to double check my notes to see whether you need to show working for this or not. I need to double check this. 91262. Average bot, if it shows argument error, you can actually click on the shift and view window and just click on the F3 button and then choose INIT. That's what I always do, and it seems to do its magic. Calamatics, if it's a practice paper, then yeah, we can actually do that question. Also wondering, mate, you get the answers for that, because I don't want to go on a goose chase. Lena, yes, 100%. It'll be uploaded to the Algebra Live playlist. All right. So anyway, look, I'm just gonna do this the long way as well, just to make sure that you guys, they always like to make things a little bit trickier. So we've got -6x plus 2. What we're doing here is something called completing the square. So all we have to do is we just have to take this -6 and we divide it by 2. So -6 divided by 2 equals -3. And we take -3 squared. -3 squared is equal to 9. So the idea is that we want to actually put in, because right now this is equal to, we're going to kind of like add this up. So think about it like this. So I'm going to write down this x squared minus 6x. I'm going to write it separately here and the plus 2 separately here. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to do x minus 3 squared plus 2. Now remember, this 9 here is, when I expand this thing, I'm going to get a plus 9. So what I need to make sure is I need to offset it by doing a minus 9. And so when I do that, this will just become x minus 3 squared minus 7, and you're pretty much done for your achieved grade. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I can jump on and move on to the next question. Good luck, Tomo. Good luck for your exam. Yeah, this is level 2 algebra, Ashen. Meher, calc is going to be next week sometime. Sorry, it's just, I can only cover so many things. Why the divide for 6? Why the divide for 6? I'm assuming you're talking about number 2 line. Because what I'm trying to do is completing, I have completing the square. That's what I'm trying to do. By the way, folks, look, if you are coming in last minute study time and I'm like, guys, I need to do last minute study. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What I would suggest to you is, no, not that. Let me just grab this. Give me a second. Yeah, so just go into my YouTube page there, folks. And I think if you're doing some last minute study, you might be better off doing either the algebra tutorials or the calculus tutorials. And there's some good revision material there for you to get started. Ashen, yes. I mean, that's the if you want to cover the full coverage, that's 15 hours. Some people have said watch it in double speed. It's never too late to start studying, Kevin. So, Zach Bull, I'm just gonna check the answer schedule because I think I just want to double check that, because can you just put the correct answer? Because theoretically, if you can just put the correct answer, then you're pretty much good to go. Exam schedule 2024. Nah, see, I reckon we can get away with the graphics calculator answer because it just says written in correct form. It doesn't say anything about working. So I reckon we can get away with this. For completing the square, who was it I was asking? Edwin, for completing the square, you always have to divide by 2 because you want to halve it so that you get the 2 brackets with the same numbers. So you know in line 5, I've got x minus 3 squared. So that's because negative 3 plus negative 3 is negative 6. So that's why I do negative 6 divided by 2. Eva, it's actually completing the square. That's what we did here. Neela, what you might need to do is check your view window, as I was saying before. So sometimes when if you don't put the shift view window and put it to INIT, sometimes you actually get errors. Yerok, if you want to zoom out of the calculator, just click on zoom and out. And press enter, and then you can literally have to keep going, zoom out and enter, and there you go. Will the square ever be odd? Yes, it can be an odd. Yes, you'll end up with a decimal. So that's absolutely fine. Yeah. If your calculator says argument error, I might need to look it up. Average bot. Nah, Jasmeet, I don't think you need to show any working, because I was just looking at the answer schedule from 2024 paper. I think they were just looking for the answer by itself, so we're good to go. Hey, look, guys, I'm going to skip through this question because, we've done this one, and we'll do a bit more of it later on. As we get closer to the exams, you guys will feel a little bit more confident. Today is just to kind of like open up some of these ideas. So let's go to question 2. Nice and easy, achieved right here. A good favorite of mine, discriminant. I'll give you a couple of minutes. I don't think you need more than 2 minutes for this question. Hey, Layla, welcome back. Nah, Zach, I don't think so, man. Like, look, you've got plenty of time. Like, I know the marks might be very close, but you still got time to catch up on those 10-hour playlists. Do the exam questions and the tutorials. You'll be fine. All right. If we have time, Calamatics, we will actually go through those questions, yeah? May, this is level 2 that we're doing. Yeah, I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to try and do this, all right? This shouldn't take too long. This is a nice gimme. This isn't a give me an easy achieve. This is one of those easy achieves. I'm well, Banty. We still have been, we're trying to work on our application for unbanning us from Minecraft, so we'll see how that goes. All right, let's go through this. All right, so when we're looking for discriminant of the quadratic equation, we've got a equals to 2, b equals -7, and c equals to 4. So the discriminant, which is this little triangle symbol, is just b squared minus 4ac. So we're going to get -7 squared minus 4 times 2 times 4. And we got 49 minus 32, and that should be a 17. Now, in some cases, they'll actually ask you guys describe the nature of the discriminant. So they'll actually say, what does it actually mean? Now, in this case, discriminant is positive, so that means it actually has got two solutions. No problem, Christian. You're welcome. Max, nothing. I think we just we got distracted last year playing too much Minecraft last year, sometime in October. So we've been banned for about a year. So we're working on our application to come back. Sav, like not right now, but I think what we'll do is we'll probably more closer to the exam. We'll probably do a bit more of those types of questions. By the way, do any of you have any questions with this? Otherwise, we're good to go. Looking on, if you have any questions, ask me what line number. -81. You're getting -81 is because that's a great answer, but I'll tell you why you're getting -81. So when you actually do -7 squared, I think this is what you did. You did -7 squared minus 4 times 2 times 4. So remember that your -7 has to be inside a bracket. So when you go -7 is actually inside a bracket, and then you go -4 times 2 times 4, you get 17. Nah, I don't think, Max, I don't think they actually give you the let me just check. I don't think they give you the discriminant one, do they? Level 2 formula sheet. Let's have a look. What do they give you in the level 2 formula sheet? They give you... Oh, they do give discriminant. There you go. B squared minus 4ac is given to you. Quadratic equation is given to you. So, yeah, it is there. Troy, when do you use the greater than 0, less than 0 equal stuff? That's like when they ask you for solutions. Now, today, I don't think we're doing any of those types of questions. But what we'll do is we'll kind of just go through the questions that we have right now. But throughout honestly, I mean, we've got like another 2.5 months literally to prepare. Well, 2 months actually. So we'll just keep chipping away at this. This would be another achieved question. Cool. Let's go to the next one. Question C. Now, I love these questions. These write as a single fraction question because I'll tell you what. I think these are worth a merit if I'm remembering correct. And I think honestly, in my opinion, this is probably one of the easiest merits that you can get. If you see a single fraction, I'm like, hallelujah. I'll just get that done. Solid, is that level 2 or level 3? Because rate of change, I've got some questions in level 3. And I think we did some level 2 ones, but that's in the playlist. It's in the Calculus in 10 Hours playlist, Solid. Folks, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for this one. Nah, Paige, this is level 2 algebra. Ooh, I had to actually hit 5K followers. Yay. Average, but generally speaking, when you sit exams, like everyone gets at 3 hours. So Zach, not today. So today is just doing algebra, not calculus. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, this is ChatGPT 2024 parallel. Okay, so what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Next question. Claudette, this is just 2024 exam paper put through ChatGPT and regenerated questions with answers. You could do that, Leanne Spam. You could do that. That would actually work. But I'll show you a couple of shortcuts for this one. All right. All right. We're gonna go through this question. All right. So I want to show you guys how to do this in a cheeky way, and it does work, and you are allowed to do that soon. So okay. So here we go. We're gonna do this one now. One thing that I would recommend you guys to do is like give a little bit of space for this, and you kind of will see why that's happening very shortly. And then plus, no, that's minus 1 over 4x. Okay, so when we look at the denominator has x, then it's got x squared, and then it's got 4x. So what I need, and I think someone ahead said, why don't I just multiply everything by 4x squared? You are more than welcome to do that, and you're pretty much good to go after that, right? Now, in this particular case, I want the denominator to be 4x squared, because that is pretty much the lowest common multiple between those three. So in the bottom here, I'm going to multiply this by 4 and the numerator by 4, because I want to have a 4 in the denominator. I also want to have an x squared, so I need to multiply by x and the numerator by x. Now for the x plus 3 over x squared, I just need to have a 4 in the denominator, so I'm just going to multiply by 4. And finally, for the 1 over 4x, I just need an x in the denominator, and I'm good to go. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to do this part here. So I'm doing this part here. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. So let's try this. So I'm going to get 2 times 4 times x, which is equal to 8x over 4x squared. Then here, because it's in a bracket, I need to do 4 times x and then 4 times 3. I'm going to get 4x plus 12 over 4x squared minus 1x over 4x squared. Now, because everything is over 4x squared, what I can do is 8x plus 4x plus 12 minus x over 4x squared. Now, collect all the x's. So I've got 8x plus 4x minus x. That's 11x plus 12 over 4x squared. And that's pretty much it for this question. And you can actually get a merit for this. And I think that's what I mean by for these types of questions is that when you do see it, you can pretty much be happy with it, because it's like you just got to make the denominators all the same. And then you would actually get that pretty much straightforward. Average bot, the reason why I don't do the 4x squared in the top is because on the odd occasion, you can actually get questions like this. So sometimes they do this, 2 over x plus x minus 1 over x plus 1 plus, I don't know, 3 over x minus 1. So when they do that, you're actually going to have, it'll become quite complicated. So that's why it's kind of better to do it this way, because you can actually see what's missing and what's not missing and so on. I missed all the things. Sorry guys, I missed all the I wouldn't actually do that. Like, did you guys want to try this question here? Try this one, see part 2. See what you guys get, and then I would actually show you guys a couple of shortcuts for C part 2. But in the meantime, if you do have any questions on question C, just ask away and I'll happily answer. Jeffrey, I think we're going to be doing it on 10th of September. Psi for kinematics, there's a playlist on calculus in 10 hours. This is pretty much here. No, that's the ChatGPT one. Where is it? Where is it? There you go. Just go and have a look at this playlist, Psi, on YouTube, and you should be good to go. That has everything you need to know for calculus. UROC every night, 8 p.m., Sunday to Thursday. There's a schedule on my socials. Jack, that's a high-risk move. I would not recommend it. I had a kid that tried it 1 year, and he went for answering just the 3 excellence questions. He bombed 2 of the excellence questions and got 1 of them with an 8-pointer and got an achieved. So there's a little bit of strategy in that, and I'll talk to you guys later about it. But right now we'll try and do this question, yeah? C2, I'm going to give you another 1 minute, and then I'll try and go through the answer. Average bot, I don't see, like I meant, like if you try to do that whole 4x squared method, it'll kind of mess up in this. Kevin, it could range from 7 to 8. Depending on the paper, man. So you're welcome, 313. Zombies, level 3 conics were the first videos I ever made. They were horrible, man. Yeah, user, sometimes the excellence can be at a 20. Sometimes if they've literally too hard paper, then they'll actually drop it to 19. Yeah. Okay, so let's go through C2 here. And again, the reason why I did this this particular question is because, and again, I'm going to break it down like 2 over x plus x minus 1 and x plus 1. Shouldn't have put x minus 1. That's still going to be a horrible looking equation, but that's fine. Plus 3 over x minus 1. Now, if you look in the denominator, I've got x plus 1, and I've got x minus 1. These are 3 different things. So that means I need to have those colors under each one of those numbers, right? So I need to have an x plus 1 here, and I need to have an x plus 1 here. I also need an x minus 1 here, and an x minus 1 here. Finally, I need an x here and an x here as the denominator. This is one of the reasons why I space it out like this. And then I start filling them up. So I've got x plus 1 over x plus 1. So those are all the green ones. X plus 1 and x plus 1. I should have done this as not as x minus 1. I made it a little bit harder for myself, and I'm sorry about that. The light blue is x minus 1 and x minus 1, x minus 1 and x minus 1. And then finally, I've got x and x, x and x. So once that's done, now it's just a matter of like expanding the numerator and then just kind of figuring it out. Now I'm just going to do it here, guys, because I'm going to do it in one shot. X plus 1 times x minus 1 is x squared minus 1. Then here I've got x times x squared minus 2x plus 1. And then here I've got 3x squared plus 3x. And all of that is over x plus 1, x minus 1 times x. So then I've got to expand each of these brackets. So I've got 2x squared minus 2 plus x cubed minus 2x squared plus x plus 3x squared plus 3x, and all of that is over x plus 1, x minus 1x. And finally, I've got x cubed, that's 0, plus 3x squared. Then I've got plus x and 3x, which is 4x, minus 2, and that's x plus 1, x minus 1, and x. So even though it was a bit ugly, you know, it's a nice merit question. Leanne, I don't know, it ended around 9:15, but the replay gets saved on YouTube, so you can always just go and watch it whenever you want. Butterfly method. In this case, the butterfly method would work. I think the butterfly method is the same as the upside down barbecue, as we call it in some place. Now, you don't need to expand the denominator, Bob. You can actually leave it as it is, and you're fine. I think I'll give it another couple of seconds. If you're good to go, then we can move to the next merit question, and then we get that final horrible excellence questions to actually go through, which is there. The upside down barbecue method, average bot, it's pretty much like cross multiplication. That's why. Zach, that is the lowest common denominator for those three colors. Noah, all I was trying to do was I was trying to make sure the denominator for each fraction is the same. So that's why I kind of had to keep those colors and keep them the same colors for each of the denominators. That's all. It's just being multiplied by the three of them. If you look at it, like in the top question, this is your first term, this is your second term, and your third term is x minus 1. And if you were to cross multiply, I think you would do it like this, and then these two, and then this two, kind of like that. I know it's a bit messy, but that's pretty much the idea behind it. Clips, I reckon you can, I reckon it depends on the question. Like sometimes you can actually put it straight in the calculator and you're good to go. Sometimes you won't be able to, and that's because they probably want to see the working behind it. I think Algebra 2 always tends to be like a little bit more crazy, but all right. Let's go to the next question here. And this is one of my favorite questions, these types of questions. It comes in level 3 as well. And again, it's a merit question. It's actually not too bad. I'll give you folks a couple of minutes to try and work this through. So I'll go through the answer at about 8:30, 7.5, 38 maybe. It's you, Monkey. Yes, I do. There is a playlist called Graphics Calculator Playlist, and where is it? Sorry, I'm just gonna go past this. So it's right there in my YouTube channel. There's a How to Casio video series. We can go find all of the things that you need to know for level 2 algebra and calculus in this playlist. Average bot, the t-shirt giveaway, the way it works is I usually set up a survey and there's a big wheel, and whoever gets their name on the wheel or in chat, they get it. That's basically it. This one's a merit. This is definitely a merit. This is average bot. This is in prototype at the moment. It's actually stitched on, but I haven't got around to it yet. All right, one more minute, people, for this question, and then we'll go through it. And we've got some answers coming up. Shot Rise the Gamer. Calametics, this is, I've got streaming happening both on TikTok and YouTube, and altogether we got about 170 people on both channels combined. Sirs 1, level 1 maths is on Tuesday. Hey, Salah. I don't know if this is the same Salah or a different Salah. Average bot, there's a saying that goes around that some people have said that you get university degrees before they get an Infinity Plus 1 shirt. All right, we're going to go through this question, folks. Rage, I don't know which question you're at. Sorry, our time stamp right now is at 8:38, so we've gone ahead in that question. So guys, when we have three solutions like this, it actually is telling you that there's three kind of brackets that we can get from -1, 2, and 1/5. This question is actually not too bad, because all you got to do is like this. Look, if you have -1 as a solution, then your factor is equal to x plus 1. If you have 2 as a solution, then your factor is x minus 2. And finally, if you have 1/5 as a solution, then in this case, you actually get 5x minus 1. All right, because remember, when we have like 5x minus 1 is equal to 0, we get 5x is equal to 1, and then x is equal to 1/5. That's pretty much what they're doing in this case, except we're going the opposite way. So what we have got is, we've actually got 3 of these brackets now. And so we've got 5x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 2. So all we have to do is expand these 3 brackets, and you're pretty much good to go. And that should be a very nice, easy merit. So let's actually do that. I'm going to do 5x minus 1 here first. Then I'm going to do these 2 brackets just because they're a little bit easier to do. I've got x squared minus 2x plus x minus 2. I've got 5x minus 1 and x squared minus x minus 2. Now I got to repeat the process, and I've got to expand these 3 things. So expand these brackets. So I'm going to end up with 5x cubed minus 5x squared minus 10x minus x squared plus x plus 2. So I've got 5x cubed minus 6x squared minus 9x plus 2. So with that, a equals minus 6, b equals to 9, and c is equal to, sorry, not 9, minus 9, and c is equal to 2. So here is some line numbers to help you folks. Let me know if you have any questions. And we'll go from there. Pink Tulip, now we'll pretty much be doing live tutorials all the way through from this point till end of end of exams. So Salah, I've got to ask you this question. I know that I think I caught up with you a while back, but like, are you doing the 1NZ ads, or was it 1NZ or Spark? I can't remember. I've got to ask. And of course, Salah, you're meant to clash heads with your teachers, mate. That's what you kind of remember those guys, you know, like you clash heads and then they go on to be successful. You're doing some awesome work, by the way. I watched some of your stuff and I was like, man, Damn, I wish he could have taught me some of that. Dr. Doofus, don't stress, mate. Like, we'll get, watch the replay and you should be fine. Good to go. Because I think the last time I saw you were married, Sala, and you were introducing me to your, I think your wife was there, and I was just like, wow, this is how times have changed. Team, if we're good to go for this question, let me know. Because I promise you the next question is absolutely horrible, and I've got no idea how to do it, but I'm sure we can figure it out together. Nah, this is all level 2 algebra, folks. Sin cos a tan. Next question. All right, next question. By the way, I'm giving you fair warning for the next question. This next question is not nice, just like the 2024 exam paper. And I've timed it so that we've actually got like 18 minutes to do this question. It is gonna be horrible, I promise you that, but we will figure it out, okay? There it is. This is an excellence question, by the way. And when ChatGPT spat out this question, I was just like, what is happening here? I've got no idea what I'm going to do here. Oh, was that you guessing? Wait, which are you Muhammad? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Bob the Builder, I don't think you can write it like that. Nah, Pink Tulip, come on. You got this. Trust me, this question looks hard, but it's actually not too bad. Because the one question, what could we do? I feel like we need to do this question, man. This is just one of these. Anissa, I do say it's hard, but the thing is, it's like, if it's hard, like, it usually means that we've got to figure it out. Okay, like, I'm not actually going to look at, I think ChatGPT showed me a different way of doing this, but I'm going to try another way, and I'm probably going to bomb it completely. And that's absolutely fine, because you know what? This is what this is about. Well, Average Bot, there was a question like this last year, which kind of really annoyed a lot of people, but 1 over x minus 1, 1 over x. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to ask you guys to do this, and I'm going to give you one clue, all right? If you ever get a question like this, do this. Put A equals 1 over x. Put B equals 1 over x minus 1. That's my hint for you. And good luck from there. It's terrible advice, Subhash. Terrible advice. Yeah, try that. See what happens if we were to do this. You just split them up and cancel. I wonder how that, Alicia. You got this, Jeffrey? I think. How did you do it so quickly, Jeffrey? I want to know. Yeah, I know. I mean, yes, I understand we can do this expansion, but there's got to be a shortcut way of doing this, right? Jeffrey did not do it. Okay, the good thing is, like, this question here is a proof question. All right, I'm gonna try and show you guys, okay? So first, I am gonna do this yellow box first. Okay, I'm gonna do the yellow box, then I'm gonna do the green box. just to see what could actually happen. All right, so I'm doing the yellow box first. If I was to do the yellow box, what I've got there is in my bracket, I've got A plus B divided by A times B. I don't know why we need this hint. Do we really need it? It's just a waste of time. Actually, no, you know what? I want to try and doing different method because I don't like this hint A and B stuff. Let's just do the yellow box. If I was to do the yellow box, I've got 1 over x plus 1 over x minus 1, 1 over x times 1 over x minus 1. So I'm going to do in this yellow box, which is right here, I am going to do the blue part here first. Now, when I do the blue part, I actually get 1 over x. So I'm going to cross multiply. I think average bot, you asked me upside down barbecue. Here's the cross multiplication. So the blue box, which is here, I have 1 times x minus 1 over x plus x times x minus 1. So if I was to do that, I get x minus 1 plus x divided by x times x minus 1. So this is equal to 2x minus 1 over x times x minus 1. Now this is what the blue box is equal to. I think it's starting to make sense now. Yeah, multiplying the two numerators. So that's the blue box. Now what I've done then is from here, I have actually said the blue box is equal to 2x minus 1 over x times x minus 1, and the whole thing is divided by 1 over x times x minus 1. Now because it's being divided, if I'm just going to write it like this, I'm going to write it in a different format like this: 2x minus 1 over x times x minus 1 divided by 1 over x times x minus 1. Now that's the same thing as saying as cross multiply with x times x minus 1, not cross multiply, reciprocal. Then what happens is this and this cancels out, and I'm left with just 2x minus 1. So my entire yellow box, which is here, my entire yellow box is actually equal to 2x minus 1. So I've done the yellow box. Now I need to figure out the green box. So the green box is 1 over x minus 1 minus 1 over x. So cross multiply, I'm going to get x over x minus 1 minus x minus 1 over x. So when I do this, I actually get x minus x minus 1 over x minus 1 times x. Expanding the brackets, I'm going to get x minus x plus 1 over x times x minus 1. So this is equal to 1 over x times x minus 1. This is still what the green box is. Now, if I was to do green box, yellow box multiplied by green box, so I've got yellow multiplied by the green. So in yellow, I've got 2x minus 1. In green, I've got 1 over x times x minus 1. I end up with 2x minus 1 over x times x minus 1, which happens to be what this pink box is. I'm going to put a bunch of line numbers, and I'm sure there's going to be lots and lots of questions. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. I'll pause there, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Sorry, I missed a whole lot of questions there because I don't know, some people just, can you run through the blue box one more time? Yep. So Zach, all I did was I basically did, you know how in the blue box we actually had 1 over x. So I'm just going to do it separately for the blue box. Just a little bit longer, plus 1 over x minus 1. Now we want to have the same common denominator. So I need to multiply this by x minus 1 and x minus 1. This one I need to multiply by x and x. So when I do that, I get x minus 1 over x times x minus 1 plus x over x times x minus 1. And that's what I ended up with in line 3 and so on. Blue box equals pink box. Now, but the Nate's potato, remember the blue box is actually inside the yellow box. So I'm actually just doing the blue box first. But if you think about it, the blue box is actually this part right here. That is the blue box there. Charlie, you didn't have to, but thank you anyway. Now, Cassin, this was a question generated based on that 2024 question. So it's from 2024, but ChatGPT'd. Neve, how does your sessions work when you visit schools? What do you mean? I don't understand your question there, Neve. And no, I don't actually do math sessions there. It's more like I've got a well-being workshop that I've been working on. Kesson, is this same Howie College or are you a different person? I'm just trying to think. Level 2C. Leanne, are you going to do log questions too? No, Leanne, I'm done for the night. 54 minutes is a good time. Phoebes, it's still a good playlist, I've been told. So, which part of this would get merit? I would actually say your achieved would probably be somewhere here. And again, I could be completely wrong here, but I think achieved would be somewhere there. I reckon if you get this to this part here, I reckon that'll be a merit. A single fraction, would that be an achieved? Yeah, I think I could be wrong with this one. Lena, so I'm not sure. You're welcome, Leanne. 677, you always come in there. Practicing excellence questions. What I would say is I have set up a website. I mean, it's a bung website. I've not actually visited it in a long time. But if you do want to practice those excellence questions in level 2, where is it? I think I've actually updated it. Now, I haven't uploaded 2024, but you can actually go there and you can actually click on each question based on the level. So 6767, you can go to that page and you can find it and you can go from there. It's on my YouTube channel, the link to the website. Log 1 specifically, did I do this as a tutorial? I'm just trying to think, hang on. I started logging them. Terrible joke. There you go. There's some log questions there from 2020. These are like full live tutorials. So definitely, I think I stopped updating it after 2020. But the playlist, these playlists, where are they? These algebra tutorial playlists definitely have lots of different types of questions. I think the Parabola one is in here, study garden. Kesson, just, I think, good luck. Answer every question that you can. Pretty much, Jeffrey, 8 to 9. And then I've got to do some work after that. Phoebes, you got plenty of time. Friday. Like, see this playlist? The 10-hour playlist and the 15-hour playlist? Get through all of them. I think you'll be fine. Yeah, I think Dylan is on right there. And that's part of the reason why I've been using the later, like the 2024 papers and writing parallel questions. Pink Tulip, if you don't know the concepts, I would definitely recommend watching this playlist first before you go to, I should really stack these up nicely, before you go to the tutorial streams and then before you go to the exams. Yeah, Cheryl, I've got to finish the probability playlist. I think it's absolute risk that we need to relative risk, not absolute risk. Wait, Kesson, were you the guy that was walking out of Mitre 10 with... I was trying to think. Was that Mitre 10 or something else? No, I can't remember now. Prasad. You know what? I always say this. Anyone that asks me this question, regardless of what they do, you're still going to... Sine, cos, tan is not going to change. Pythagoras is not going to change. Oh, yeah. I got to do the center, spread, and shape as well, Dubs. I just remembered. I got to do that. I forgot about that one. Ooh, 5,000. Okay, I'm going to change that. Why did they do this? Let's go 10. You know, this is the kind of like the weirdest thing. I need 10,000 followers to have playlists on TikTok, so I can actually upload some of these videos onto TikTok. But I can't do that until 10,000, which is Sagimoto. But Julie, you have no idea. I've been stuck on this particular question, Julie. Like, I've been stuck on it since last Tuesday. Which one? Like, I had some notes on it. On the side here. Where's my notes? There's my notes. But when I got to this question, I'm still trying to figure through this question. And I think once... Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, once I figure this question out, Julie, I'd actually I'll upload the video. But there's something that I've been... I don't know why. I just got stuck on it. All right, guys. Look, that's pretty much it for today. What is next up? Next up, we have... Let me just grab the screen grab of this. Give me a second. Control, copy, full cam, paste. Paste as link source. Okay, there we go. So... Yeah, so long story short, I'll be back for level 3 integration tomorrow. That should be good fun. But if not, I will see you at level 2 probability and level 1 maths on Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah, Phoebes, I'm in New Zealand. Why wouldn't I be in New Zealand? Pink Tulip, yeah, because normally what I do is I kind of... hang on, let me just move a few things around so I can see all my chats. Yeah, so normally I plan it on a Saturday night or a Friday night just to see what I haven't covered and what I haven't done, and then I kind of upload. But it's pretty much 8 p.m. every night I'm on. Shreya, we did level 2 calculus question, I think last week sometime. See, Kesson, this is the problem now. Like, I You know, I go to places, and if I see like people and they suddenly start looking at me in a weird way, like I'm like, I've seen you somewhere before. Julie, wasn't you that actually messaged me about asking for help for English, was it? Because I looked through that and I was like, how am I supposed to help people in English? I don't know, Troy, where are you from? Kiet Lagia Speed Cuba. It is Michael Walden. He is a Mount Albert Grammar teacher, amazing teacher. He does scholarship calculus. So he's got a playlist called channel called Calc WLD. Go check it out. He's pretty good. You're welcome, Sika Memo. Dr. Doofus, I go there pretty much every week because like my kid goes swimming there. I think I had someone come and ask me to take a photo there. That was kind of fun. My kid likes to mock me about it. Emmy, of course I do. Say hello to him. It's been a while since I heard from him. And say hello to the Mount Roskill crew from me. CR7, I think I'm not due to come down to Wellington for a while because my in-laws are actually coming up to Auckland this summer, so don't know what you're talking about, Nate. I've got so much light here. And plus my laundry is in the back there and I don't want to see. You can see the basket there. It's all good, doctor, because it's like like now I started wearing my gear outside, so yeah, it's funny because like sometimes the kids walk by me and I'm usually working on my laptop because I take my laptop to the pools because I just, while my kid is, you know, having his lesson, I set up what do you call it? Oh, what's happened here? It's fine. Yeah, I basically set up all the tutorials and stuff like that. Mox, Anissa, the best tips that I have is, I think, look, just give things a go, and you might get things wrong, and that's all right. But like, just keep in mind that Mox is not your real exam. Your real exam is in November, and you just kind of got to chip away at it. All right, so, you know, yeah. It's just something that you kind of learn how to deal with. How do you handle the fame? I don't, Tanik, I don't think there's no fame, man. I mean, like, you should have seen me. I was in my track pants in Mitre 10 today picking up stuff, and I hadn't shaved and like looking like this, you know. It's like there's nothing like that, man. Cassin, we did do that. I mean, I do that in I did it in Wellington once, but I haven't done it in Auckland yet. Anissa, I'm not smart, trust me. I watch a lot of YouTube to learn things. I like learning. I like to make things and I like to figure stuff out. So, but I don't know. I can't remember it. Teach at Ormiston Junior College. If I fail my biology marks, is that bad? I don't know, Disha. I mean, it depends what you want to do, and I think like, look, failing marks is not like a bad thing. I think what you got to do is you got to prepare, and marks is more like it teaches you how much you've prepared, right? Like if you prepared like say a couple of hours a day and you got like not achieved, then you probably need to do more work. But if you did a lot of work and you did a lot of prep work, and I think this is the thing that people get kind of stuffed up with mocks. You can't get ready for exams in like a week. You know, you got to have a plan, and you got to spend like I remember when it was my mock exams, I'd start a month early. I'd start working on it very slowly, and then when I get to the mocks, I go, oh, the work that I did wasn't enough, so I got to actually up the level, increase the level of work. Cheryl, I think it's all right. I think you can actually get it. If they have a normal distribution one, I reckon you can get an easy excellence. Hey, Sniper, like, I think, because I'm trying to think, Sniper, which school are you from? Because I always get it. Is it Pomp or Glendowie? I do, Doctor. I do speak Tamil. Chai, it'll always be 8 o'clock. JS, not sure what your situation is, man. Like, calculus paper, make sure you figure out whether you differentiate or integrate first. I think sometimes people kind of mess around with that. Nah, Pink Tulip, like, honestly, don't even think that you're going to start studying in 30th of October. Like, that is just going to waste so much time. If I were you, I would start the prep now. Like, you know, even going through like my old tutorial playlist, just work through those questions, and trust me, your confidence will be so high by the time you get to 4th of November. But if you start on the 30th of October for your study, I guarantee it, you'll be so stressed out. See you. Good night, Oscar. What grade is recommended for uni, Anissa? I'm not sure what you're doing for uni, so I won't be able to tell you. Hey, look, to be honest, maths right now is coming back into play. I would say because of how AI is going, and I think like how we do problem solving in maths is actually going to be quite important for you folks. Mocks of a price giving. Oh wow, calamitics. That is hard, man. Yeah, Chris, I think the questions you get in mocks generally tend to be a lot more harder than the actual NCEA ones. Dr. Doofus, I don't know. I think we've got to try a couple of different versions. What about the algebra paper? How do you look at an equation, just know how to do it? I think I don't know what your username is, but one of the things is like when you do a lot of these past paper exams, you start seeing like how they try to ask questions, and so you can kind of look at a question and go, oh yeah, this is that type of question they ask. And also remember, they don't actually ask questions where it's the same type again and again and again. Like they won't have like 7 discriminant questions and so on. Julie, I will be honest with you. I've been feeding the ChatGPT questions, and here is my what do you call that thing? Let's get rid of this here. So if you look at this is pretty much what I did for ChatGPT once. I just copied it and just went write a similar question and answer, and I think it's a pretty decent way to generate questions for you guys. Like, so I just copied each question from the level 2 exam paper, and then I just put it in there, similar question and answer, and it's really good for you guys to actually practice these types of questions. But because ChatGPT actually gives you a bit more, like some of the way in which it does, it's a bit annoying, but it still can actually get the answers out. Which year is the hardest level to... So I'm wondering what is the best second year uni course. I'm finishing Maths 199. Kit, I wouldn't know because I failed a lot of my papers in uni. So I'm probably the worst person to give you advice on that. Yeah, Rising Cat, they tend to do that. Like sometimes they like to make things a little bit different. Christian Kennedy, I think it depends on the question. Sometimes they'll say prove that it's a minimum, and if they say prove it's a minimum, then you've got to do second derivative or look at the y values and so on. Sniper, generally it does. John Mons, I don't know who you are. I can't really help you with that one. Sorry, man. Or whatever your pronoun is. Yeah, Pink Tulip. I need to have a look at Gemini, because I think Gemini is now free for all schools, but I don't know how it works for students. CRG Brev, I think you'll be all right. Go through the playlist, probability and X amount of, I think it's like, I haven't finished the playlist yet, but I reckon it's pretty easy to pass. Just grab that probability and 10-hour playlist and you should be good to go. Troy, I don't know, I just saw your question pop up. Yes, I do giveaways. Is that what you mean by, or? Dubs, entirely up to you. I always go with the easy paper first, like, you know, what I feel confident in. But generally, I tend to read the papers and then go make a decision as which order I go with. Any tips for level 3 differentiate? Troy, normally they're t-shirts, mate. Like I give out t-shirts. So we do one every month. And there's a big wheel and everybody's name goes on this wheel. And you've got to be in the chat to win. And so we spin the wheel and see who gets a t-shirt, and then I send it to them. Good luck, Triple Star. You'll be fine. And if not, you've got another 2 months to get ready. Oh, CRG Brev, I've got no idea of those stats, man. Like, I don't want to make up stuff here. Hana Suri, I think, like, see, whenever I do something like that, generally what I do is, like, if I'm not confident with the excellence question, I would actually go to the 2 merit questions and make sure I do them, because then at least I can guarantee 6 points from there. And if you think about it, you get 1 excellence question correct, that's 8. Get 2 6s correct, like 2 M6s, that's 12. 12 and 8, 20. You're pretty much close to an excellence at that point. CRG Brev, I'm live on YouTube. Like, my videos get saved there, so I haven't figured out whether these videos get saved on TikTok, so just let it run. What in the blue mini? Emma, hardest level 3 paper. Oh god, like, hardest level 3 paper, I don't know. Depends on the year. Like, I think 2023 I thought differentiation paper was really horrible, but every year they seem to be they seem to throw a curveball here and there. Yes, you know, Cassin, I didn't even know there was a Wikipedia about me. I had a look at it the other day, and yeah, it's pretty much right. I love 7987's advice there. What year was the hardest level 2 algebra paper? I think it was 2021? Yeah, sure, Pippa, you can have a shout out. I can't remember. There was one paper that ended up on the news, as always. Like, I feel like every time I look at that level 2 paper, I think back to like the late 2010s. We always ended up in the news because of bad exam papers. I don't know. I think Sniper, I think they try to make the exams a little bit more tricky for us. Also, I think it's partly, like, sometimes I think it's my fault because I make they come up with these questions and then I always figure out a way to how to do it real easy. Now, that cylinder question wasn't too bad, was it? I'm trying to think. All right, I'm gonna log off at like what is it? I said 100 followers on TikTok. I'm at 97. Come on, man, let's go. 3 more and I can go to bed. And then someone quits. Hey, 98. Okay, 2 more. Advice for getting M's in algebra, like a roadmap. Ace, it's the playlist. Check the playlist, and most merit questions are actually quite nice. All right, 100. Amazing. Thank you, team. That's 100 for the day. And yeah, I should probably get to bed. What are questions on YouTube? Say, you can use either. You could use the vertex form or the standard form. I don't think it matters. If you actually go to the start of this particular live stream that I'm doing right now, if you go to the start of this live stream, if you start watching it, the very first question is an algebra question, but it's actually a parabola, and it's a parabola that's done up like with the vertex form and standard form. So you can go and have a quick look at it. That should help you with that question there, say. Not sure, Jeffrey. Good night, Pink Tulip. Good night. And thanks for the follow, team. Ooh, 9999 hearts. Uno más. Yep, Redex. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'll show you where the previous live streams are. So the previous live streams are actually housed in YouTube, and they are here. So you can actually see the algebra and calculus place. There's like 46 and 36 videos there. That's a hell of a lot of live streams. I think if you start watching it right now, I don't think you'd be able to finish it by the time the exams start. So there you go. Plenty of revision material there. See you, Calametics. All right, team. Thank you so much for joining today. I am. Is there more teacher strikes? Like, what's the update? No idea, Cassin. But yeah, look, I'm done today. Have a lovely night, and if you have exams tomorrow, good luck. Let me know how you went about answering those mocks. Yeah, and we'll just continue with our tutorials, and I think we're doing probability next on whenever the next day is. I'll do the probability then. But yeah, in the meantime, keep locked in the socials, so just so you can keep up to date. Otherwise, don't even bother with socials. Just show up every night just to see what's on, and you'll see the bottom screen just to see what the what tutorial will be running. All right, take care. Thank you so much. And as always, what is the thing that I always say, but I can't remember. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for watching. All right, see you guys later. Oh, I gotta move this window.